Hello there everybody, welcome back to the railway. Today you join me here on my workbench for a bit of a different video. It is still related to model railways, so don't worry about that, not that you were. Anyway, today I thought I'd be revisiting a subject I made a video on a while ago. About a year and a bit ago I made this video. It's up in the top corner right now, it's top right corner I should say, and it was titled, Is it possible to save money in model railways? And the answer back then was a definite yes. But since then, prices have gone up and quality has often gone down. And today I'm here to answer the question, is it still possible? So let's go and find out. So today I'm going to be giving you 10 tips on how you can save money, specifically for model railways, but some of these do apply to life as well, so quite a useful video. First tip then is buying used stock. Now there are some things such as glues or various other modelling materials like that you don't particularly want to buy used. I mean you can, but the chances are quality isn't going to be the best. Which is why I'm suggesting that when it comes to rolling stock, you do buy this sort of thing used. For example, this, which is my Bachmann Class 66, I bought this used from a retailer. I don't tend to buy used stuff off eBay because there's no guarantee with it, there's no refunds process, but I bought this from a well-known retailer. It cost me £98 I believe. It's my Bachmann Class 66, not a Hornby one, it is a Bachmann one. It's absolutely fantastic. The quality is equal. In fact, it is basically just a brand new locomotive. It's fantastic, even though it is pre-owned. The quality is superb. You can check out my review up in the top corner. But yeah, buying stuff used can save you a lot of money. Had I bought this new, it would have cost me around £145, which is ridiculously expensive. So, obviously, if you are after a Class 66, or in fact any locomotive or piece of rolling stock, pre-owned is a very, very good way to go because it can save you substantial amounts of money. You know, 50, 60 quid, yeah, that's a lot, it can save you that, but in some cases it can save you hundreds as well. So definitely worth looking at pre-owned if you are after buying some expensive piece of rolling stock or just a cheap piece in general, because often you do get a much better deal pre-owned than you would brand new. Fourth tip then is another one that you don't need any skills to do. If, for example, you are after a brand new locomotive, for example, I don't know, a Rapido Trains J70 or something like that, and the prices for those are very, very expensive when they're first released and for the first couple of months, you could do what I've done to save money on some items, and that is buy them new, but wait for the price to go down. For example, my Bachmann Class 158, that was brand new, but I bought it in a sale at the model centre for about £205 I think it was, and that was DCC ready, and then I bought a decoder and all that as well. But yeah, the fact is really, if a locomotive is recently released, the price is going to be very, very high. Wait a couple of months, maybe a year or so, and the price will tend to decrease as they want to get rid of the stock. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for sales, that sort of thing. Particularly local model shops tend to do that sort of thing as well. After they've had a loco in stock for, you know, ages, they'll decrease the price down. So yeah, do go and visit your local model shop. They do tend to have some good prices in there, especially on older stock that hasn't sold. So again, that's one that doesn't need any skills and anyone can do it too. The fifth on my list then is it's something that you don't need any skills to do, and it does sort of follow on from my previous one. And that is to follow larger retailers such as Hatton's, Wills of Sheffield, TMC, Great Eastern Models, all those kind of people on social media such as Facebook or Twitter, or just follow their website. Because a lot of the time, I think at the moment, the Model Centre, Kernow and Hatton's are all running advent calendars, which is basically where each day they have a new deal on a locomotive. And that can be a very, very good way to get notified of flash sales and all kinds of stuff on particular items if you're after them. A good one to have a look at as well is the Great Eastern Models selling page on Facebook. They do have some fantastic bargains that they post on there. So yeah, if you're interested in getting some good bargains, follow Facebook, Twitter and websites, and of course you can sign up for their email newsletters. 99% of the time that is free, and sometimes you even get a discount code for doing so, so it can be a very, very good way to save a bit of money in model railways. So the sixth tip then is to ask for stuff for your birthdays or Christmas, or both, whichever one you celebrate, doesn't matter. For example, if you're after a locomotive or something, you could ask your family or friends, well, you know, would you mind buying this for me for Christmas or birthday or whatever, and they might oblige and buy it for you, in which case you've saved the money, you don't need to buy it. This probably works best if you're after like your odds and ends, like your modelling glues, your plastic card or whatever. I'm not suggesting you go and ask your family and friends to go out and buy you an APT each or whatever for 600, 700 quid, but you get the idea. So that's quite a nice tip as well. Seventh tip then is one that you might need a bit of skills for, but not too much, and that comes down to kit building. I myself have built a number of kits over the years, over the last couple of years, and one of which has just rolled off, and this is my personal favourite. This is the Parkside range by Pico. This is a clam wagon, but these can be very, very inexpensive ways to build a rake, especially since you get the enjoyment from building the wagon too. This kit I believe retails for around £10–11 at most places, and it is a fantastic little kit. It's an absolute joy to put together, as are all of their wagons. They're nicely moulded as well, and they go together with just a standard Airfix poly cement or something like that. These are nice and realistic too, and obviously, as I said, you can buy a lot of them without breaking the bank. You don't need too many skills as well, you just need to know how to glue stuff and you'll be alright. They don't come with particularly good couplings in my experience, so I have just got some spare couplings on the end there, glued in place with a bit of plasticard as a spacer. But yeah, fantastic choice, especially if you want to build a rake of wagons inexpensively. There are other ranges available, such as brass kits or white metal kits, but I've chosen the Parkside range as my favourite because they are particularly cheap and good quality. My ninth tip then is something slightly different, and it's sort of kit building, sort of not, and it comes down to a fantastic website called Wordsworth Model Railway. I might have mentioned these guys last year when I did the video, but I've popped a link in the description to their website. These guys have got a fantastic range of free downloadable card kits, and I'm emphasising the word free because they don't cost you anything. You do download them as a .rar file, so you need the unarchiver, I believe it is on iMac, I'm not sure what it is on Windows, to open them, and then they just become a PDF file, and you can print them. You can make them to 00, O and N scales, and a lot of the card buildings on my layout at the moment, such as the terraces, are all done by Wordsworth Model Railway. They're a fantastic way to save a bit of money, and they're completely customisable. They're not pay once, download as many times as you like, or download once then pay for the rest. You can download them as many times as you like, print them as many times as you like, and there's so much customizability. It's fantastic. They've got a massive range. Huge shout out to the guys over at Wordsworth Model Railways. They do some fantastic kits. As I said, free. All you need for them is craft knife, PVA glue, or a glue stick. You don't need loads of sophisticated modelling tools or whatever. Just need the basics, and they are fantastic. Definitely recommend them. So go and check them out if you're after some inexpensive scenery. My last tip then is a bit of a cheeky one, I must be honest, but it is just ask a mate to do it for you. A lot of the time you'll know someone who's got, I don't know, a 3D printer or a laser cutter or something, and you can ask your mate, oh, would you mind doing some bits for me please, for example 3D printing or laser cutting, or something else, or building a kit or whatever. A lot of the time your mate will either do it for free or charge you mate's rates on it, so you can get a really good price. For example, if you've just bought some kits of the Parkside clam wagon or whatever that you don't want to spend all the time building them, you can just ask a mate who's good at wagon building or whatever, would you mind just 3D print it? Would you mind just assembling these or something? And it won't cost you very much, generally speaking, but obviously that depends on how stingy your mates are. But yeah, so it can be a fantastic way to save a bit of money if you're just asking your mate to build some bits for you or make some bits or whatever. So yeah, it can be very effective, and it is a technique that I would recommend using as well, because you might find your mate's hidden talent or something. It is a fantastic range, or of course you could ask your mate to show you how to make stuff too. So that is my top 10 tips on how you can save a bit of money in model railways. It is getting harder to save money and find good bargains, as with everything. The prices are increasing, but no doubt there will be a way, and hopefully this video has shown you 10 ways that you can save a little bit of money. So thank you for watching. If you have found this useful, I would really appreciate a like, comment, share or subscribe. It does mean a lot to me when I do get these things from you folks. I love to interact with you, and nice to see you guys enjoying the content as well. Until then though, thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic Christmas if you celebrate it, or a holiday if you don't, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now.